Can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in the home of the Auburn Tigers. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
People still filling in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for space. It's Snow. Shakes off the defender. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are now.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have an...
And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back. Takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Line gets set. First down. Wide out in motion. A jet sweep pass. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoffs for the SEC.
Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit is dialed in.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Does not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's where you got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Great throw, great catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you want him to get in the end zone, but now you got first and goal set up in a great position to succeed.
Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Looking for the end zone on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Harris. Oh, they knock him free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the big fella. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen to this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
He's got it and still on his feet. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. On the option, he'll toss it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on the 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the work.
And the coverage team gets the return on the ground. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to play.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Snow. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Louisville! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, oh man, when got a weapon like that, you've got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically down the field.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. The expressway is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble. You better find some answers really, really quickly. This team has put everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dot.
And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They're bringing heat. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's snow. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
And I like the QB wilderness. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He's got it down the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same calls. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cardinals! Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you're going to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making...
Going deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pocket starts to collapse. Touchdown, Tiger! Reeled it in and just made the house call. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
21.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, looking again to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to put it deep to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance. performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you've got to do. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to...
He's off to the races. The 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Trying to find his man on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Ball in the air, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He'll get rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Working to throw on 2nd down. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Third down play from the gun. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long. And I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Movement here from the tight end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. And they gamble in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the right. Basic connection. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of work coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars in the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Louisville offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. Decided to go for it. Didn't get it. Defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not...
Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 49, Louisville 21.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the offense. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 21 over UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Still looking, on the move. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead of how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense.
He lost one down the sideline. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. He'll start this drive firing. Buys a little time. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone cover.
And they got him for the sack. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got it. No, trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running of the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things for coaching. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like they get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could